Lauren is in Atlanta starting off this hour. Hi, Lauren. How are you?
I'm doing okay. How are you doing, Dave?
Better than we deserve. How can we help?
Well, I will try to keep this short. My husband and I are currently upside down in the house that we're in, and the mortgage is in my name, and I'm just desperate to find options besides bankruptcy, but wondering if you think I should just go ahead and file bankruptcy.
Are you behind?
No, sir. The house,
How much is your payment?
it is $750
What do you
a
owe on the
month,
house?
115,000.
Okay. And what do you think it's worth?
Well, that's the thing. So back in 2008, I put a lot of money in the house because my grandmother insisted on staying there until she passed. That was always what her goal was. And so the house was very it was in bad shape then, but just wanted to honor her. So had a friend that helped me kind of put work into the house. I was unaware that the work that was being done wasn't done properly. For instance, they put a new kitchen on a rotted subfloor. The sills in the house are rotted. There's wood-eating fungus that's destroyed the base of the house. The house is sick. We had to move out about a year and a half ago for our health. We were losing our hair, and our dog was getting sick as well. And so we've been paying rent and paying the mortgage, thinking that we could just kind of be
Have you
positive.
had anybody look at it to tell you what it's worth in the crummy condition that it's in?
So it's worthless. And
No,
we've been told not to put
no,
another dime into it, and that
no.
the
Stop,
property
stop
itself.
with the drama. Have you had
Okay.
anybody that's a professional real estate person or investor look at it and tell you what it's worth?
We've had several people,
And they
and
say it's worth zero. No.
well, 40,000 is what the land is worth. So that's what I mean. We're upside down. I don't mean to be dramatic. It's kind of
Well, it's
feels
not. You said
dramatic.
it's worth less. That was dramatic. It is not
The
worthless.
house,
It's worth
the
forty
house,
thousand bucks. Okay. So
the
it's
house
or
isn't
more
worth
or
anything,
more.
sir. But the land is worth 40,000.
How much land is involved?
5.8 acres.
Where? In Atlanta?
Um, it's actually outside Atlanta. Closest big city I would say is Atlanta, but Athens, outside of Athens, Georgia.
So a rural community.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Do you have homeowners insurance?
I do. And back in 2015, I tried to contact them to see if they would help with the mold. I had some of the mold remediated, and it worked temporarily. But it's back.
Who do you owe the money to?
The mortgage company currently is Regions Bank.
Is it an FHA loan, a VA loan, or a conventional loan?
I believe it is a conventional, but I'm not 100%.
Okay. And what is your household income?
My husband and I make around 30,000 currently.
Okay. You are not bankrupt, but you are in a mess. You already knew that.
Yes, sir.
You already knew that. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So worst case scenario is you get foreclosed on because you quit paying payments on this today. And worst case is
Okay.
I would go ahead and contact Regions and say, I'm done. The house is falling in. I can't fix it. I only make $30,000 a year. Put me in touch with your short sale department.
Okay.
Get in touch with a real estate agent at RamseySolutions.com and interview some of our ELPs, our endorsed local providers. Ask them when you're interviewing them if they have any experience with a short sale.
Okay.
Very few short sales in today's world, but you have a house that is rotted down and lost its value, and you've got basic
Yes, sir.
structural thing. It just needs a stick of dynamite thrown in it. I hear you. It's over.
Yes, sir.
It wasn't a great house to start with, and then it's gotten
Yes,
worse.
sir.
And so
Yes.
here's what's going to happen. Let's pretend that 40,000 is a real number. I'm not positive it is. That means
Okay.
this land is worth less than $10,000 an acre. I suspect you probably get more than that for it.
It's in a floodplain. I forgot to tell you that.
The whole
The
thing?
railroad expanded. Well, the DOT expanded the highway in front of the house years ago. We happen to
The
be in a
whole
low
5
spot.
acres is in a floodplain?
No,
Oh,
sir.
okay,
No,
that's
sir.
what
But
I
the
was asking.
house has been flooding under there for many years.
Well, that's okay. The house is gone. So here's
Yes,
what's going to
sir.
happen. The real estate agent gets you an offer of $40,000 or $50,000, but you
Okay.
owe, what'd you say, 150, 115,
115.
115. Then that offer goes to Regions, and Regions can decide if they want to accept that.
Okay.
And if they accept that
Wow.
offer, then they forgive the rest of the loan. Now, here's the word
Okay.
you must remember, the phrase you
Okay.
must remember. This is a short sale without recourse,
Without recourse.
which
Thank
means they
you.
can't come back after you for the difference in the 115 and the 50 grand you get for it.
Okay.
But if they get $10,000 an acre out of this, that'd be 50 grand. And they take that offer to Regions. Regions says, hey, look, after we foreclose on and we take this property back, we're not going to get 115 for it. We're going to get 50 for it. Then we've got to go sue this woman named Lauren who makes $30,000 a year, at which point she'll file Chapter 7 bankruptcy and we're going to get nothing. So we're just going to take this.
Okay.
That's what a short sale is. That's how the logic
Okay.
works. But you've got to have an agent that knows how to make that pitch to Regions and work through the Regions mess. And Regions is no
Yes,
picnic
sir.
to work with. They're a pain in the butt. But
Oh, great.
maybe you could, they just are. It's a stupid bank. So, but here's the thing: quit paying payments. A, B,
Wow.
number 2, get a real estate agent that'll help you with a short sale. You can do that at RamseySolutions.com. And
Okay.
then C, hopefully we can get them to accept an offer from an investor or a local guy who wants to just farm it and push the house down or whatever, right? Maybe your
Yes,
next
sir.
door neighbor wants the property.
Yes, sir.
And they'll accept it without recourse.
Okay.
That way
Thank
they
you,
don't
sir.
chase you for the difference, kiddo. But this is going to be it's going to take 6 months to a year of your life of screwing with this. But all that time you're going to be saving $750 a month because you ain't paying any more payments. If they do come around and foreclose and come after you, you can deal with it then. Settle with them on that.